so much, Belinda. Yeah, all this session will be recorded for the purpose of those ones who will not be here, and for the future, of course, for future purposes. So we shall record, and the recording has started, which means that the session has started. So I'm going to call upon Praise Patricia to come and take up the session. I will guide where it's necessary. If you have any question you would like to ask, today we have two important guests. One is Dr. Ruth Musoke. She's the head of skills development at Private Sector Foundation. She has a lot of experience, she mentors, and she has a lot of opportunities as well. We shall also have Honorable General Elly Tumwine, as you know him. I'm sure everyone knows him. He will also be joining us. So I would like you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, you just click somewhere where you raise your hand. After the presenter has presented, you can ask, or you can type in the chat box so that your question can be read to the presenter. So take this opportunity or take this moment to know each other. I'm called Bernard Mugumeka Ikara. I've not mentioned my name. I'm the founder and executive director of Focus Youth Forum. We started Focus Youth Forum with the support of Honorable General Elly Tumwine, who's the patron of the organization. At the same time, I'm the advisor and the planner of Uganda Club. Uganda Club is an initiative of Focus Youth Forum because we wanted to pay attention to ladies, young girls, and that's why we created that club. This club is in line with United Nations Foundation Club, where we enact all our objectives, and also we work closely with them. So I'm sure we shall have even some representatives from GARAP, United Nations GARAP. So that is a brief background about me and about Focus Youth Forum, and about we shall have a presentation once the first guest enters into the session, which will be headed by Belinda, the Vice President. Then our host Praise will also conduct our doctor while she's presenting. Then later, the host Praise will call the president to give some few remarks before the first presenter goes on. And then afterwards, then the president will call the first presenter to present. Then when General Elly Tumwine comes in, the president will also give some few remarks before he gives his session, his training. So that is going to be the order of the day. And for now, let the ladies take the show, because these things now we are leaving everything for ladies. So for us, we are just followers now. This is the world we are in now. You have to accept. So ladies, you can take the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bernard Ikara. I am Praise Patricia, the Communications Officer for Uganda Club. Like you heard how our advisor has taken us through the whole background of it. But today we're here, all the guys who are here, I want to thank you so much. Welcome to the meeting, Lawrence. Lawrence actually has come from Twitter. That is where I got him yesterday as I was trying to push our link for the Zoom meeting. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, everyone who had the call out there and then came in to join in this meeting. We are really grateful, and we look forward to a very, very important conversation in a few minutes to come.
Yeah, I don't want to, I had wanted to go out of this talking. I wanted Belinda and Praise to take the show, and this we are your visitors. Let not the room be keep quiet until our main guests come in. So you know what to do. So guys, guide us till the last. We have empowered you, and you know now what to do. So the president, you're also free to come in, and then you make us keep enjoying the show, so that our bundles don't go for free, for nothing.
Yes. Yeah. And agree and appreciate you for your investment. I thank you for your treasure Uganda Club and your taking your time through it. I believe your work for us and the Uganda Club, most to a girl child. But it's going to, as we continue to shape the future for girl child. I have connected to and I
sorry, our president, let me cut you short. Hello, our president. I think the network is not clear. Maybe let's first wait for you to first settle, and you come back to us, and then let's have Belinda taking up for now, since she's your vice president. As you settle, then I am expecting Praise to be coordinating with the first presenter, Dr. Ruth. You need to give us update how far. Then Praise, please, you can come in and be giving people update. What is Uganda Club? Where have we come from, and where are we going? And what have we been doing? And why do we need more girls to join this club? So you tell the participants.
All right, then thank you so much. I think the mic again comes back to me. Once again, I want to welcome you all. Like I said, about the updates of Dr. Ruth. Dr. Ruth, being for the fact that she's a very busy lady, she says she's going to be joining us a few minutes to 1. Then she's going to briefly take us through today's topic, which is tap into opportunities. Well, let's talk telling about Uganda Gala Club. Uganda Gala Club as an initiative, it is here to advocate for the girls' rights, and it is targeting. It is still a voluntary. It is a voluntary initiative that is focusing on girl child particularly, and we are hoping to extend our help to very many girls, and we are doing it in so many ways. First of all, we want to ensure that comes on board by we are putting so many ways, so many measures. For example, we want to first grow the self-esteem of our girls. That is by advising them. We have platforms. We have the WhatsApp platform. We have Facebook. We have Instagram and Twitter. So that is where we can connect to the girls out there, and then we get to talk to them. We have radio talk shows, and we are looking forward to TV shows that will help us enhance our area of communication and the way of getting to the girls. We're here to let these girls know that they can do it. All they need is just to add an effort. We are here to remove the stereotypes that have been built around a girl child. And we are sure with each and everyone's help here, we can make it. We can let these girls know that they are way too bigger than the stereotypes that have been built around them. And Linda Fortunate is putting up her hand. I think I need to see what she's trying to say. The network is not good. Hello, Belinda.
Hey, Praise.
You can take over the mic a little. You can make some communication as the Vice President as we wait for our guests.
All right. Thank you very much, Praise, for this wonderful opportunity. Once again, I had earlier introduced myself, but some of you had not yet joined the call. My name is Belinda Amanya, and I'm honored to be the Vice President of Uganda Club. But before I proceed, I see someone called Andinda Fortunate raising their hand. You know what Andinda Fortunate would like to say, feel free to unmute and please communicate. Yes, Andinda Fortunate. All right, I don't know, maybe she got a technical issue or something. She could feel free to use the chat room. Going on about Uganda Club. Uganda Club is an amazing club that was initiated by Focus Youth Forum, which mainly looks out or empowering young girls in Uganda, basically using the digital means. And that is why we have a platform on WhatsApp, a WhatsApp group for Uganda Club, and currently around 500 students, 500 ladies. I'm sorry for calling you students. Some of you may not be well with the title, but I'm proud to say that we are having around 100 girls on board and we are targeting for 10,000. So we are still behind, but we believe that we are making progress and we shall get there very soon. And one of the amazing things about Uganda Club, for those that do not know, for those that have not yet joined us in the group, for those that have not yet, fit in us very well, we have different departments we work with. We have different departments that we are grouped into. And in this department, we look at what can you do and how best can you be empowered. For instance, we have Department A, which is the creations department, which normally deals with poetry, songwriting, composing drama, and artisan. You see, we are gifted and talented in different ways. So if you're a wonderful poet, feel free, not even just wonderful, if you are a poet, you can get those words rhyming, you can get all of these things together. Always feel free to write down your poem, present it or song, and drop it in the group. And we could get to publicize it on the different social media handles. We also have another department, which is Department B, the one where I do live as our dear President Immaculate, and that is public speaking. And here we look at motivation speaking, PRS, media, and all of that. Those of you who love the mic, who love taking the front, who love talking and speaking up, this department is one that will model you, one that will shape you so that you could be able to speak up in public and to different girls that are outside there. So always feel free to join us. And then Department C is the business entrepreneurship department. And here we look at how to start up small businesses for lockdown. We're already having people showcasing wonderful ideas like bracelets, bags, others are selling clothes, others are having so many different beautiful artworks, and they're being shared on the group. We're having people with makeup, people with bracelets, and
Someone should mute their microphone. I'm trying to find out who we are.
Right. And with all of those, I do believe a girl child should be motivated and should be inspired and modeled to be an ideal lady and not just a lady without purpose. So joining Gallup, Uganda Gallup platform, like hitting a jackpot. Not only that, to me, it's like a golden handshake because I get to explore different parts of me that I did not know. So if you are on this call and you have not yet platform, feel free to let us know and we shall add you instantly. Tell your sister, tell your girlfriend, tell your aunt, tell your neighbors, tell every girl who is outside there not to miss out a wonderful opportunity to join the gala because it is the next big thing. It is a big thing for the ladies in Uganda. We could stand out, we could be great ladies and inspire so many people that are there. So as we proceed, I'd like to request praise Patricia us on the current updates that we are having about. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the message of putting out there, for letting people know about Uganda Gala Club. So our guests are about to come in. We shall be having Dr. Ruth at 1:15, and she'll be joining us to give us a clue, tell us how we can be able to tap into the available opportunities, both in government sectors, private sectors, and any opportunities around us. So I feel like we all shouldn't miss out on this. So I really appreciate your presence right now. I'm still by all means trying to make sure everyone gets on board. More girls are, as I'm getting the messages here, they're telling me they're coming. Yes. Our president had something to say. I do not know if her network is clear again. Maybe she could join in and say something. Yes, our president.
Yeah, is my network stable now?
Oh no, it is still lacking.
Communication with
Hello. It's okay, our president. Let me interrupt you. The network is still not clear. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. Anyone that has something to say, we are ready. As we wait for our guests, you can talk to the girls and we see how to grow our club and we see how to reach out to all those girls. Please, you can say something if there is any.
As we get comments from the audience, I'd like to request anyone, you might be there asking yourself, what is this all about, blah, blah. You might be having many questions. Feel free to raise your hand or you, and we shall be filling you with the right information right now. You might have had UGC somewhere and you're not so sure. So in case you'd like to know anything about us, we are open people, we are good people, and we are always ready to serve and listen to what you have to say. So feel free to ask any inquiries, whether it's about an individual or about the club, or especially that is in line with Uganda Gallup, then feel free to let us know.
Hello. Gentlemen around, you're really welcome. Thank you for supporting the girl child. Thank you for being around. We really appreciate your time and efforts.
Right. In the chat room, someone called Esther asks that what is the club all about? A brief review. Sorry, I came in late. It is fine, dear. Very soon, I'm going to be filling you, going to be telling you what this amazing club is all about. Since there are no other questions that are coming in, I'll take Esther's be taking us through because many other people may be having the same inquiries. So as earlier on, I said that Uganda Club is a club that was initiated by Focus Youth, aiming at empowering young girls in Uganda, basically using digital means. You know, we are having constraints of lockdown and all of that. And so the most preferable options that we get to reach out to people out there is by using digital platforms or digital means, as we are having Zoom today. So as Uganda Club, we look at onboarding girls on our groups and helping to empower them. Now, part of the empowerment program, we normally of talents. What is that you are gifted in? Personally, I do believe that as girls or as people, we are gifted. None of us is not gifted. There are seeds of greatness that lie within that we just need to put in the right places so that they could grow and become better. They could grow and become fruitful in all that they are to set their hands to. For those of you that happen to listen to us on Kampala FM, I remember we talked about something connected to that somehow. Yes, in these departments, we have 3 departments where you could choose where you lie. Number 1 is the creations department, and here we look at poetry, songwriting, composition, and artisan. Ladies, we are gifted with skills to write, skills to talk, so for us, if you have any poem that you could write, any song that you could compose, feel free to drop your video, feel free to drop that audio in our groups, and we shall do the we shall pick out the message, make sure other people get to listen to it. You will encourage us as your fellow girls on the platform. We give you, and also on our social media platforms, you get to be featured so that more girls could get about you. Then department B is the public department, and that is where I lie, plus the dear president and 4 girls on the group. So, and here we look at motivation speaking, we look at public relations, we look at media, sorts of things that deal with talking. I know there are people like me who love talking, who love, always talking to people. And so you could always feel free to belong to the public speaking department. Then department C is the business and entrepreneurship department. And here we look at how to start up small businesses for lockdown, more of the sort, because currently we're having people get to showcase different ideas. We're having people showcase the bags they're making, the clothes, makeup, bracelets, so many beautiful ideas. For example, of late, we're having one of us who is willing to make and design for us t-shirts at a favorable price, and we will idea as Uganda Gallop. So we have so many things that would empower a girl child in different avenues. So Esther, I do not know whether I have answered you, but there is so much more that I'll be telling us about the group and about all of that. Then coverage, we are having schools, secondary schools so far. We are having representatives from 60 schools. Your presence in the, then for universities and tertiary institutes, surprisingly 35 universities and tertiary institutes being represented, which is a big group, a wonderful group, and I do believe that many other institutes and universities with representatives. And then a total of 500 girls. Though as Uganda Gallop, we feel we have not yet reached there. Our main target is having 10,000 girls. And so having 500 is not bad, but we believe that we could do more. That is why we keep encouraging ourselves to keep spreading the information about Uganda Gallop. Tell your sister, tell anyone who is out there, your sister, your friend, your best friend, your bestie, all those names. For the gentlemen here, feel free to tell your girlfriend, feel free to, you know, all those beautiful ladies that are all around you, let them not miss out with a beautiful opportunity. Let them get to, you know, talk with different ladies, get to learn something, get to be empowered. Then more to Uganda Gallop, we have radio talk shows. Currently, majorly, they are favoring the people of Kampala because the radio stations that we use are in Kampala. So those around Kampala, you could be hosted and, you know, get to talk more about girls in Uganda, get to empower a girl out there, get to do something amazing that, you know, girls would pick up. So there are so many opportunities that Uganda Gallop is opening for girls. So if you haven't tapped into them, this is a wake-up call. You better join us. You better tell us what you're good at so that, you know, we could magnify it, explore it, and we could become the great ladies. We could shift from being probably mediocres or just good, but we could become the great ladies in this Uganda. I'd like to stop here, but we still have more to do when it comes to Uganda Gallop. And I'd like to get feedback from Esther, whether I have answered your question, and from anyone else who would feel like they would like any question about Uganda Gallop. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our Vice President. I am sure Esther has been able to get you so well. She has probably understood everything. Thank you for that. Anyone else has something to tell the girls as we are waiting? We're waiting on our guests. I can see many of you here. Thanks for attending. But please, you can say a word to even if you are a guy, you can say a word to the girls. The girls, you can say a word to everyone here, and we shall appreciate it. So let us hear from you people. Keminyeto Patient says, thank you, Vice President. That already shows us that the work Belinda just put out here was good.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Mutes. I would like to inquire, like, what's the Zoom meeting about, and I would like to ask, like the Girl Child, like the Girl Up Club. It seems to have a lot of activities and wide, but like some of us have not felt, okay, I've not tapped into the opportunities. Like, how can we tap practically into the what? Into the opportunities that we are what? That the club is availing at the point. And another thing is that we would like to know like what the club offers to us practically this period. Hopefully, I'm being heard.
I'm sorry, Mutesi, but your communication got some disruption. Do you mind letting us, do you mind repeating your question? I didn't get it so well. Thank you.
Like saying, the Girl Up Club seems to have a great impact. Like the vice president said, like how many, like the institutions, the schools, and all that are involved in. And it seems that the club is all over, but its effectiveness, some of us have not had the opportunity to tap into its effectiveness. Like us asking, how can we, like us, the girl children that are in the group, benefit practically, as in how can we tap into those opportunities? Like, do the club offer, like, how can we, like, practical skills? Hopefully I'm now clear.
Yes, dear, you are. Thank you very much, Miss Mutesi Jacqueline, for the beautiful question that you asked. Number one, Zoom meeting we're having today is all about, the topic for today is tapping into opportunities. And so I believe when our guests are in, we are sorry for the delay, but when our guests come in, your question will fully be answered, because that is what we're talking about today, tapping into opportunities. Then yes, I'd like to know whether Mutesi, you are on the Uganda Gallup platform. Yeah, if you are part of it, then I'm sure you have seen some of these things happening.
To add more on what Belinda was saying, tapping practically into the opportunities is that first of all, we should try. Like she was explaining at first, we have departments. We have a department of public speaking, we have a department of entrepreneurship, and we have the department of creations. So when you join the group, we have days for each department. So you can, for example, if you have a business, you can be able to get the support from the girls. Every Thursday, you will post what you do. And you will post on Thursday, but it doesn't specifically mean that people will buy from you on Thursday. But you have exposed your business, and we are always here to support. And another thing, maybe you could be in the group and you are a graduate, so you haven't gotten a job, and this is where you meet the opportunity. This is why you might meet someone that is going to give you what to do, is going to employ you, or and we are also thinking of starting to teach the girls some of the like how to make certain things to earn themselves money. We always get to have mentors that mentor us in all sectors. So that is exactly where the opportunity part of it comes in. I don't know if I am getting to answer you well. Can you give us the feedback on that?
Hey, communications officer. Am I audible now? Is my network stable now? Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Esther. And I want to thank the Vice President and the Communications Officer, because you've been there for the entire fraternity of Gallup, and you've told people where Uganda Club is from and where it is going. In addition to Esther's questions, I would like to answer her and by asking, is she really part of Uganda Club? Has she filled the form? If you haven't filled the
dear President, your network is breaking again. Yeah.
form,
Hello. Our President, your network is again really bad. Hello, Immaculate. Okay, getting back to Jackie, I think
podcast, whatever you have, because we use the Facebook and Instagram. Since you haven't utilized
I think the president can remove the video so that the sound can come out well. You can turn off the video. We shall still hear. Shall still hear you.
I think the problem is more with the network since she's traveling. But I wanted to talk to Jackie. Jackie, in case you have not yet joined, Uganda Club, I'm going to read out my number. So you will text me and I send you the link that takes you to the group, and there you will see each and every activity we do. I think that will help. I'm going to read out my number. While the president gets stable network, she also read the number. Then we get you people you can text us, you can text me. I'm always online, and then I'll send you the link and we shall have you on the group so that you get to experience the things on a daily basis. You get to see what we do. In case you have somewhere to write, my number that is on WhatsApp is 0707, like 07 then another 0754 9747. So I'm going to have to write it here so that it becomes better for you people. I can help you get into the group and you get to see these things. Hello, Liz. Liz, I can see you here.
Yeah.
Do you have any word for the girls out here?
Everyone,
hello.
hope you're getting me.
Yes.
Hello? Like, can I communicate or someone else is talking? Like, I'm practically into the group because that's where I received the link for the Zoom meeting. So, like, most of the things I received them from where? From the group. But more things we just talk about them, like we advertise and all that stuff. But I was asking, like, we are all over. Most guys, when they're advertising their things, they're in Guru, they're in Barara, they're in Bushenyi. So I don't know how, like, the advertisement is effective. How is it effective in one way or the other? So I hope I'm being heard.
Yes, we are getting you. is effective in a way that the person advertising is not alone in the region where they are, and things can be delivered from places where they are made up to the consumers or the clients. Like, particularly in Uganda, most of the things are not made here, but they are imported. So if something can come from China to Uganda, if something can come from the States, from the United States to Uganda, then something cannot fail to come from Mbarara to Kampala, or from Gulu to Kampala, Gulu to Mbarara. So as long as one creates awareness and people know they're doing this, they will always get a thing to themselves. We have buses traveling every day from different towns to different towns. So by all means possible, if one is willing to get a thing, they will always get it. I personally make bracelets, and I have clients from all over the country, and they get to have their bracelets. They can travel by bus. Maybe if you have a friend that goes to that region, that is how the thing has to be. You do not specifically have to be around, because if that was so, then maybe all of us would have to be in Kampala to sell what we do, or we are all going to have to go to Gulu, because some of the people we are advertising to are in Gulu. But that is not the case. I think when you want something and you contact the person with it, they always have the way they deliver their product. There are always means for that. I hope I'm understood.
Yes, I've got it. Another thing I wanted to ask is, okay, you say that today's aim, or okay, the mission of the meeting today is to teach us how we can tap into the opportunities of the club. So I personally wanted to ask, like, if a girl maybe has an issue in a way or the other, like maybe a health issue, or maybe a financial issue, or maybe a social issue, like what facilities, what things do the club have that are available to the girls to be optimized?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Yeah, well, as the group consists of very many people, there is we shall always have very different people in the group and doing different things. So you might have a healthy issue, and then we have a doctor in the group. For example, one of today's guests is Dr. Ruth. You might have maybe, like, any problem you have can be solved where there are very many different people with different professions. So that is how we shall go about that. And with time, as the club grows, as the club goes to where we want it to be, yeah, we shall see all that having to happen. We shall see our girls who have health problems having to be helped. You have a problem maybe with your business, we're here to help. There's something like that. I hope you get it, noticed, Jacqueline.
Thank you very much.
Can I add on something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jackie, for all your questions. They are really valid, and that's the reason why this club was started. Actually, me, I always say, I'm always driven by a saying that you can cast a stone to the river, you might not cause, what can I call? You might not displace water, but at least you can cause waves. So this is the Uganda Club. That there are very many problems girls are facing, and one particularly, let's say, unemployment. Everyone knows about that, unemployment. Even when you are in P1, you know by the time you finish the university, you'll be struggle to get a job. So what are we trying to do? As the praiser said, this is a voluntary effort we are trying to Because at least if they attend problem, solve too. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the problem solvers. Others, if they ask you, what are you trying to do? So I'm trying to put up this and this. So one is that, like this lady who's coming, Dr. Ruth. She heads a skills development facility at Private Sector Foundation. Private Sector Foundation has business financing, it has employment, it has contracts, it has projects. So if she really comes and we are able to link or to make a relationship with her, tomorrow, even you, Jacqueline, you can walk there and say, do you remember when we met? You mentored us during the Zoom time. I'm here for this. I'm running a business, but I'm facing these challenges. See, I'm sure that is how we shall try to bridge these challenges we are being faced. So I'm just requesting members that let's not like ask as if like we are trying to, if this club does not do this and this. No, we are trying to be part of the problem solvers, such that even there are things government has failed to do. But for us, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to put something that can bring minds together and that can bring those ones who have and those ones who don't have together, so that at one time you are able to get what you want, or you to know where to get it from. This is the reason why it's again. COVID-19 has come. Everyone has been locked down. You have not been meeting your relatives, even moving from one village, from one region to another, from one district to another. These things have happened. But what can we do? Should we just sit and say, okay, the world should stop there? That's why now we are trying to embrace technology, that even when you are doing something in Kabare, it can come in Kampala, because cars for cargo were left moving. You all know this. So after this COVID, it should have opened our mind that everything is possible. Even if it has not been there, how can we beautify it and how can we put it in place? And this is the reason why we need you girls to embrace this. It is for your own benefit and for your own future. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, advisor. Allow me to welcome Dr. Ruth. She's already on board and she's one of our today's guests. So in a special way, I'm going to invite the Vice President to welcome our guest and take her a little through the Uganda Club information and background in just one, then we get her to mentor us. Thank you. Belinda.
Thank you very much, our Communications Director, Praise. Thank you very much for this great honor. To the audience, to everybody who is listening in, my name is Belinda Amanya, and I am humbled to be the Vice President of Uganda Club. Dear Dr. Sorry for that. Dear Dr. Ruth, we would like to welcome you to this wonderful session. We have been waiting for you, and when we were informed that you were in the house, our hearts jumped with joy. Couldn't wait to hear from you. So we'd like to say you're welcome, feel at home, and we are ready to receive from you great mentorship of the day. Now, I've been requested to take you through, or to take us through, the background of Uganda Club. And so I'm going to request our advisor, Mr. Bernard, to kindly help me share with us the details on his screen for the club.
Thank you so much, Belinda and the doctor. I'm requesting that as doctor presents, then I can be getting it up, because it has gotten some technical problem, especially in moving it. So I think she can carry on, then I can be getting the presentation.
Oh, but it is fine. I have it somewhere. I could still carry on. Then she could receive the PDF with time.
Because we don't know how much she has for us, how much time she has, so that we don't miss a lot in presentation. But maybe she could first let us know how much time she has for you guys. Then you can be able to say either to share or for her to present.
All right. Thank you very much, Bernard. At this point, I'd like to hear from Dr. Ruth Binzika. Would like to know how much time you're having for us, that we would not waste this valuable opportunity that we have with a great lady like you.
Good morning, everybody. I am very sorry. I am not going to do a video. I actually I had a very bad cold this morning, but I just said, okay, I can't let young people down because I have been there and I know how much I've always been motivated. I remember when I was I think your age, that is the time when I was looking at ladies
Hello, Dr. Ruth. I think your network is kind of having a problem.
Time I used to look at Tiber schools by that time back in the country. And they call us, yes, okay. Let me try and let me see if I can change where I'm placed. Am I clearer now or not still?
You are
If
now
I'm not,
clear.
then I have to. I'm now more clearer. Okay.
Yes.
So I was just trying to say that as a young lady, I got a lot of inspiration from a number of women. And whenever I have a chance to share my experience and what I do, I normally do that. And I am very glad to speak to you this morning. And I want to congratulate you for making sure that you have a very active club. I want to assure you that when I have that time, when I'm feeling a little bit much more better, I'll come back. I'll come back and I give you a very interesting talk about some very interesting subjects on how you can rise up as a young girl to the top. Before I start sharing with you, I want to share with you my story. My story is of a young girl who was born in a ghetto in Kampala, in Kawempe. That's where I'm born. And my mom was about 15 years and my dad 16 years when they got married. And they gave birth to about, I think, 14 children. So I'm about the 16 in my family. And I remember all the time in my school, my mom never came to school to visit me. Never at all, never. I don't your parents that come and visit you and guide you. She didn't. And I even remember when I had my homework, she would never look at me because what could she do? She dropped out of school and she couldn't even assist me, neither any of my brothers. And the same thing to my dad. And when I was doing my primary, I used to study from a school called Namirembe Infant School. And my dad used to drop me on a motorcycle. My dad used to drive a motorcycle. And I would sit on it very early in the morning at about 5 a.m. in the morning. And then he drops me in Wandegea. And I would walk from Wandegea to Namirembe. Namirembe is almost near Namirembe Cathedral. It's near Mengo Primary. It's such a long thing. And right now, when I look at young people who cannot even move from Wandegea to the main campus, I'm like, okay. And that is how it was. And I remember one time my dad dropped me at about 5:30 in the morning. Imagine being dropped at 5:30, and I have to walk. And then I when I reached school, I realized that either there was a wild animal in the compound, and it had even, I think, killed some cows or whatever. And I was so scared, and I just wanted to show you how far it was. And how my career started is when I was about 18 years of age. And what happened is that what you're doing today is what happened to me, whereby in my own village where I was staying, they came and mobilized young people to come together and form. It was like a club, but they were encouraging them to save money. And a share was 10,000, and I didn't have the money. That was about 1998. I didn't have the money. So my dad said, okay, I am going to help you with 5,000 shillings. And then you're going to look for also 5,000 shillings and you buy the share. And I went with my dad for this meeting. It was the general meeting. Of course, in this particular meeting, we had young people buying shares and also old people buying shares. So when a chance came to sit and serve on the board, I do remember my dad telling me, you know what, you have to stand and be the chair of this institution. We had about 400 members by that time. So when I stood, and I was so small. So my dad, and I was in senior six vacation by that time. So I stood and campaigned, and I tried to speak and convince people to give me a chance to be the chair. What happened? These guys did not believe me. They said, we can't give you, you can't, won't. And I said, please give me the vote. They didn't vote me, but I was number 2. And I said, okay, at least. And then they had to appoint the next committee, which was the credit committee. Again, my dad told me, go for it, go and stand. Please remind them you're going to be a strong lady. You're going to study, you're going to go to university, you'll be an accountant. Tell them to give you a chance. I went and stood, and indeed they did not give me a chance. So I failed again. That was the second try. And then again, there was one last committee, which was the audit committee. And my dad told me, don't give up, go and stand. Yes?
Hello, Dr. Ruth.
Yes.
Yeah, let's also take this opportunity to welcome Honorable General Elly Tumwine. He's also going to share with us on board. He will be also listening to you. General Elly Tumwine, we welcome you. So you can continue. Doctor.
Okay. Yes. So I was telling you that I was given the last chance, and I stood again for the audit committee. When I stood, they wanted 3 people. So again, it's my father pushing me, and I was elected. Finally, I was elected, and my dad was very happy. So we started with a club that we had, and this club, we are getting support from Plan International. Some of you know Plan International. It's an international NGO. So they said, we are going to give you money to do an office. And when we did the office, they said, we want a manager who's going to be full-time and who will be able to be paid for. And then what happened, the guy who had actually wanted to be the chairperson resigned, and then he became the manager. And do you know who became the chairperson of that club? It is Ruth, because remember, the first time I stood, I was number 2. Remember? So I became the chairperson of this institution that had about 300 members. I worked very hard at that time. And then I built the membership to 700 members. And I do remember when my government, I went to government, I did my BCom, I did my accounting course that I wanted. And then the story, and I can tell you when I was at the university, that is when I was selected. I was selected by those, it was Plan International and DFID. DFID is the UK government. And they told me, we want to pay you, and you move across the country and talk to young people, talk to youth, talk to women, to make sure they are able to form similar clubs that you have in Kawempe. And that is how my career started. So when I was at campus, I was already working. I had a job that actually gave, by that time, 1 million shillings. And I remember when I got my salary and they gave me a phone when I graduated, which had unlimited talk time. I remember as a young girl, I lied on my bed and I screamed because I called everybody I thought I knew, and I wanted to share with you this story, just show you what it means if we have people that are able to support. See the speakers that are here today that have been supporting you. Neighbor Victoria, I have seen your coordinator, and I've seen so many people. I'm really humbled. I want to thank them, because for me, it is that support that my dad gave me and gave me a chance to get into leadership. When I got in there, I have never gone back. Even where I am now, I speak. If you listen to KFM every Tuesday, I will speak in men. I do it. If you go to NBS all the time, I am there. And currently, as you're all aware, I've just been appointed by the president on the Presidential CEO Business Forum. And he likes, I always make my very good comments, and he likes to listen to them. I have been doing a lot of skilling work across the country, and I've been able to directly support 100,000 young people in 90 districts. So for me, my story is the same as your story, and it gives me a lot of privilege to talk to you. I speak about so many things. I'm into leadership, various leadership positions, which I've been able to do so early. And one of the things that probably you need to understand is that where you are now, you're either as a young person, you're either going to be employed, or you're employing yourself. So there are particular things that you need as a young person. There are things you need to know, there are things that you need to learn, there are skills that you need to have, and I can speak to you some other time. Now, I want to speak to you what opportunities are available. The other topics I can always come, because these are things that I normally do, that the advice I talk to young people. Now, what opportunities are available? I want to start
Hello,
with my
Dr.
own
Ruth.
institution.
Your network
Yeah,
is kind of
yes.
breaking again.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, now we
Are
are.
you hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I was saying I want to start with the Private Sector Foundation Uganda, where I am, where I have been for the last 15 years. I joined PSFU in 2006, and I can tell you, I've been the youngest appointed director at PSFU at 26 years, and that was in 2006. And I did this interview on merit. So meaning, if you're listening to me, you should not underestimate yourselves, you know, at 26 years. And I know I'm happy that Honorable Elly Tumwine is online. Those guys went to the bush, even much more younger than I am. So he can tell you what young people are able to do if you believe in yourself. So at PSFU, we support a number of skilling initiatives. If you have, you want to skill yourself in a number of, when we talk about skilling, we are talking about technical skills. You want to learn how to do videography, you want to do events management, you want to do bakery, you want to go into painting. I'm currently looking for young girls that are able to drive trucks for oil and gas. And the training is free of charge. If there is anyone listening to me, you're a young girl, I even saw young boys, please get it on and get to me, and you have the chance to do that. So we have these skilling opportunities, and you can be able to access them. You can apply through your club, and we are able to assist you. We fund apprenticeship and internship. Probably some of you might want exposure in companies, in what you do. Maybe you are into baking, and you do cakes, and you want a chance to get into hot loaf, and we talk to them that we have this young girl, she wants to get exposure. This is what we do at PSF. We have a program that we are launching this year. It is called a Ready to Work program. This program is only targeting young people from 21 years to at least 32 years. Now, if you're listening to me and you want to get into this program, it will be ready for you. How does it work? We know that a number of employers in the country have been saying, we don't want to use you to employ Ugandans or young people. Why? Because they are not ready to work. Why are they not ready to work? Because they lack they call it social behavior skills. Skills that can make them concentrate, take leadership, more skilled. Some of you, when they tell you do this, you complain. So a number of employers have been struggling with that. So we've partnered with the European Union, and we are going to give a chance to young people to be employed in companies. We are going to look for companies who are interested in employing young people. We will pay for their salaries for 6 months on condition the company is ready to employ you for 2 years, at least 2 years. And when you're doing this employment, at least you have every 1 week per month to acquire soft skills and get very good mentors to assist you. We are looking at all degree disciplines, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a marketeer, any discipline, for as long as the company says, this is what I want. Of course, it's going to be competitive, but I know if there are people here who are listening to me, you can be able to make it and go through the process. We want to support 2,000 young people in the beginning as a pilot. And the moment it is okay, we will be able to upscale it. Apart from that, we've also been supporting smaller businesses for young people that have been affected by COVID. So if you have a small business, it has been affected by COVID, if it is in solar business, we have a particular different fund. If it is another business, we can still support you as well. And that is something that can actually talk about as well. If you, I will leave my number behind. And then apart from that, as PSFU, we have so many free training programs, business sessions, e-conferences, and I want to encourage you to be able to participate in all this. We can be able to give you updated information. You participate, you want to go into Habo, we always have these free sessions on Habo. If you want to go into manufacturing, we normally have these free talks on manufacturing, because even as a young person, I met a girl who's doing very good organic, you know, products for hair, for natural hair. And
Dr.
it's
Ruth,
very
your network
interesting.
again.
She's been able to be mentored by a larger company. So such opportunities are available at PSFU. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, because I'm not moving, I'm in one place. Let me just try and maybe just conclude. And I know that when I'm, so maybe let me say, apart from PSFU, I encourage you to check on Enterprise Uganda. I encourage you to check on Uganda Small Scale Industries Association, Uganda Women Entrepreneurs Association, URI, Uganda Industry Research Institute. There's a lot of support for incubating young businesses, young people that are into sectors of agro-processing, dairy. I want you to engage the Makerere University Faculty of Food Technology, and there's also a lot of support there. And currently, right now, the Uganda National Council of Science and Technology has also support for that is going to be assisting young people in incubating them, those that want to be in ICT, infrastructure development, even for young people. It will be possible, even those in agro-processing. And they are setting up an incubation center in Namamve that should be able to be completed by the end of next year. So those opportunities are also there. You can also, however small you are, you can also walk into Uganda Manufacturers Association. There's nothing that stops you to go in there and say, as a young person, how can I be able to be supported? So for me, I think that opportunities are enormous. I want to say that I'll come back. I have known, this is not the normal way I do my presentations. I think you hear the calls, but I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back and give a proper session. I want you to see me and be able to recognize me. But I want to thank you for inviting me, and I still say I'll come back and do for you a better presentation next time. I want to thank you very much, and please, when you're wherever you are as a young person, I want to say, believe in yourself, have the right friends, look out for information, don't give up learning, and there's a lot that you can be able to pick from all these people that you invited today. And I want young ladies, please, thank you so much. You mean a lot to us. There's nothing that can push a woman, a young girl, than a man in their lives. So thank you very much. I want to stop from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, so much, Dr. Ruth B. Ndika. We are really, really grateful for the message you just put out to us. All the girls out there that have not been able to join the Zoom meeting, we have a recording for them. And I'm sure this is going to help very many of the girls out there. Before you join, some girls were asking how they can tap into the opportunity. And I think they have been answered clearly, like they got the answer for that. Thank you so much. We do not take your time for granted. The participants of today, in a special way, I want to let you know that as Dr. Ruth has said that she's going to be there for us, it is true. Because the very first time I contacted her, she was really happy about it, and it really showed that she is willing to help us whenever we need her. So I beg that as a group, as a club of Uganda Club, we take this chance to make her our own, and we're actually asking in a special way Dr. Ruth B. Ndika, you join us in our group, and then you can keep guiding us day by day while we are there. Once again, I want to welcome the new participants that are joining. We are really grateful. Thank you for joining us. We are happy about it. And I'm going to invite our Vice President, Belinda. It could be our president, but unfortunately she has a poor network because she's traveling. I'm going to request our Vice President to also add a vote of thanks to Dr. Ruth for her message. And then she's going to invite our advisor who's going to help us invite another guest of ours, General Elly Tumwine. We thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so Belinda, will you please take over the microphone? And
thank you. Could I ask you, do you mind the microphone?
Sure. Nyangoma Ruth, help us mute your microphone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Communications Director, Praise, for yet another wonderful opportunity. Now, I, for one, personally, Frank, when Dr. Ruth Nzika started speaking and shared about her family background, I, for one, got touched. And in my mind, I kept telling myself, there is no excuse like family background. That is no longer an excuse and no longer a hurdle for me as a girl child, for any one of us that is on this call to be successful. You know, she talked about believing in yourself, keep pushing on, keep learning. And wow, it was a blessing to listen to a wonderful speech, a wonderful session from Dr. Ruth Nzika. And I do believe that many of us have been impacted. We feel we could now push on, we feel we could step forward. And we'd like to thank Uganda Gala platform in line with Focus Youth Forum for creating such avenues, such opportunities for young people that are out there. She has shared different platforms, different opportunities that are currently there for the youths. And this is my humble plea to each one of us that is on this call, that we should, take them up, utilize them, and step in those gaps. It's no more time for us to keep complaining, yet there's opportunity availed for us. On the other hand, I'd like to step in for our president. Her name is Immaculate. She's unable to communicate with us, though she is on the call and she's attentively hearing us, but because she's traveling, she has network issues. At this point, allow me welcome Honorable General Elly Tumwine to this call. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. And as Uganda Gala, we say we are humbled to have a male figure on our invitation. As a father to girls, we feel blessed and we feel honored. So Uganda Gala platform is initiated by Focus Youth Forum, and it is aimed at empowering young girls in Uganda using digital means. And this is in line with Gallup United Nations Forum to promote SDG number 5, which basically deals with gender empowerment. And as Uganda Gala platform, we say that our vision is to advocate for the rights of young girls in Uganda. And our mission is creating space for young girls to air out their voices, build skills, access life opportunities. As we are having this session, we also engage different girls on the WhatsApp group into different activities that help groom their skills, give them a platform to speak out, to air out their views, and to become empowered as ladies. As Uganda Gala platform, we currently have 500 girls that have been registered. So our main target is to get around 10,000 girls, and we believe that 5,000 is not bad. We are growing, and we shall reach there with time. As Uganda Gala, we have representatives from 60 schools, secondary schools in Uganda,
60 schools are being represented. We shall get time to share with you the different schools. We also have 35 universities and tertiary institutions. So we are glad to say that Uganda Gallup is covering a huge area in Uganda. And then still as Uganda Gallup, geographically, we are covering 98 districts in Uganda. And I'd like to say this is amazing. This is great. As ladies, we need to reach out to more and more ladies that are outside there to join Uganda Gallup. Now, not to waste more time, because I do believe that time is an important and most treasured resource that we possess as men. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome General Honorable Elly to speak to us. Honorable, you are highly welcome to speak to the girls. They are eagerly waiting for you and have been waiting for you. Thank you very much. I remain Amanya Belinda, the Vice President of Uganda Gallup Club. Thank you.
Yes, can I come in now?
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes, first of all, thank God that we can hear each other and even see each other in spite of the challenges. But I want to start by thanking the Gala and Focus Youth Forum and the previous speakers whom I have listened to so far for the good message, and that you have this forum where you are trying to empower girls. I've grown up with sisters whom I love so much. I have daughters and I have granddaughters. So I have a stake, a very serious stake in your interest. And I want to thank Gume of Focus Youth Forum and his team for arranging this. And I cannot really add much if Dr. Ruth, whose name is, who was using the Binzika, is summarizing it all, that things are possible. Can all of you accept that things are possible? That we are able to do great things if we only believe that things are possible. Then we are not going to do anything if we carry around this spirit of it is not possible, I am not able, I cannot make it, it is difficult, it is tough, it is for all those who are like this or like that. That way you won't make it. My message to the young people, my message to the girls and the women, my message to all is things are possible. There are wonderful opportunities everywhere. Look out for their opportunities. Identify one area of your interest. First of all, ask yourself the question in whatever you are doing, the question why. Why am I doing what I am doing? That question why in everything you do. When you wake up, ask yourself, why am I doing what I am doing? Because that will challenge you to ask whether it is important or whether it is not important. That will challenge you whether it is worth doing or not worth doing. So when you ask your question, why am I doing what you are doing? It will help you to decide that if you find what you are doing is worthwhile, if you find what you are doing is worth doing, if you find it is the most important thing to do at this particular time, focus on it. That's why I would like to advise that at the young age is the right time for you to choose the right thing for you to focus on. And you will not focus on it before you make the first step, which is start. There is very, very important that many people have so many things that are possible. So many people have everything. There are so many possible things in your life, especially when you are young. There are always so many things coming up and exciting you and attracting you here and there. But your decision is, of these, which one have I decided to start on? Because if you don't start, you remain hesitant, you remain jumping up and here, you're going right and left. But when you start, you say, this is what I have chosen and I have decided, this is what I'm going to start on. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. So start on that and take that step, however challenging that enterprise might be, however challenging that decision of what you are focusing on might be. Believe in yourself, know that it is possible, work it out, meet the challenges, because you see, human beings are created with a brain to go around the challenges. They are not created to surrender, to give up, to be weak, to say things which make you discouraged. No. If you like what you are doing, if you choose among the so many opportunities, and there are so many, by the way, for you, your generation is very lucky because there are so many opportunities, virtual even and real, and scientific and non-scientific, artistic and non-artistic, they are available. So in that wide world, take a decision at whatever age that I'm now focusing on this and start on it and identify the challenges that are involved in that area, work out how to overcome it. And the result to get out, the best way to get the best is from other people. You can't do it on your own alone. You can only take your course alone, but you need other people. Search, ask, seek from other people. Better those whom you admire, but also learn from those whom you don't admire, because you get two lessons. You get lessons from those whom you admire, whom you say, I wish I could be like so and so. Okay, find out what did he do. But at the same time, look at the other people who say, I wish I cannot be like so and so. So that you avoid those you feel ashamed of, who actually, some people say have died even before they actually die. Those avoid what they did, what made them be in that state, so that you have that lesson which you learn from. But learn more from those you admire. What did they do? What challenges did they overcome? How did they overcome them? What steps did they take? And I can tell you all that comes from sharing. I have 3 words I have been sharing philosophically with the public everywhere, which are things, that is word number 1, values, word number 2, and sharing as word number 3. Everything is a thing. Anything, whether dead or alive, is a thing. You are a thing, I am a thing, the phone is a thing, the zoo, anything you talk of as a thing is a thing. But everything has its value. This Zoom has its value, this phone has its value, this tree has its value, this house has its value. Everything has its own value according to its design. But most importantly, every value, if the value is not shared, I am glad for you who are listening in and are sharing this Zoom, that you are here to share. If there is any value which is not shared, that value is lost, is worthless, is useless, and therefore it doesn't mean a lot or doesn't make a difference. So sharing is the most important thing. Share your values, identify your interests, identify your opportunities, focus on one, focus on the main one, have a main focus on which you focus, on which you start, on which you work, on which you project. Work out a plan for that focus of yours. From the beginning, the short term, the medium term, the long term of it, and see through it so that you have a strategic approach to it. You have a long term strategy. We mean is you talk of how you move from the beginning up to the end when you achieve from A to Z. But in between, we have what we call tactics. Tactics is when you move from A to B, B to C, C to D. Those could vary, and they could be of different aspects. But once you have a strategy of how to move on the item you have focused on, and then you put in the tactics in between and work them out, work out a plan which you follow, you will find life is very easy. Girls, I really want to assure you that you are at the best of your time in the history of Uganda. The girls have never had an opportunity like they have now. The other day when they were burying General Okech, he made her daughter the what in in the military we leave what you call the person who we leave behind in the church, and he left his daughter, and many other people. Professor Sebambi made his daughter with the Musika and things like that. So you're at a time when girls have had their best opportunity than ever before in the history of Uganda, and the world is open for you. Just look out for your opportunities, share with others, create a team you work with, look up to those whom you admire, learn from those you really feel ashamed of, and move, and then take care of your life. That's the last point perhaps I could share with you. Take care of your lives, and that is only by discipline. Discipline yourselves, keep your lives safe out of danger, and share with the others that message. And I want to say that, as Dr. Ruth has said, be easy. Things are possible. Things are possible. And you have a lucky regime. I don't think there has been any regime in the history of Uganda that has supported the girl child like the NRM regime and the president and everyone. And for all of us who have sisters, wives, daughters, and granddaughters, our future is in your hands, and we look forward, and we have faith that with the level of organization that youth people of Uganda now have, especially our generation, the youth generation, the future of Uganda is much, much better and in better hands. And we look forward to you. For us, we created the foundation for you to do much better than we have done. God bless you. Thank you very much, and enjoy the day. Thank God for each day you share, and share. God bless you.
Thank you so much, General Elly Tumwine. We are really, really grateful for the message. It has been a very educative one, and I thank our coordinators, my co-coordinators of today, that they have recorded this, because everyone out there needs to hear this message. It is a rich message that everyone will need in their lives. And we are ready to share it for as long as they are ready to listen, and we are here to make them listen. We are really so happy that you joined us today. We are happy for the message, and those who came in late, you're going to have to get the recordings. We shall put the recordings on our platforms, on our Twitter, on our Instagram, and on our Facebook. We want to thank all the gentlemen here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here to see how we can help a girl child through Uganda Club. And I've been informed that our president's network is now okay. And I'm going to invite her in a special way to help us give a vote of thanks to General Elly Tumwine and Dr. Ruth once again. You're welcome, Immaculate, our president.
Yes, thank you so much. Your communications officer. I to give a lot of thanks and dear General and Dr. Ruth. We are so humbled and we are so happy to have space to talk to us.
I am going to have to interrupt you, President. Your network is still a little bit lacking, and I saw Mr. Bernard Kekara, our advisor, putting praise.
Okay, thank you so much, Praise, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Honorable General Elly Tumwine, the patron Focus Youth Forum, and Dr. Ruth Binska, the head of Skills Development Private Sector Foundation. I would just like to give a few, like an ending remark to when Honorable is still around, why GARAP was created. Honorable, we came up with this initiative as Focus Youth Forum because after this consistent lockdowns, there's a lot that is happening to the young girls, and we decided to come up with this platform or the club called Uganda Club that is looking to empower young girls, actually Like as they have said, we are almost in 100 districts because they come from different regions, and we almost in almost 80 high schools and secondary schools and tertiary institutions. So when they register, we put them in different departments. We have entrepreneurship department, we have also creations, and we also have public speakers. So everyone, when it's on this platform, there's something they are aiming at to be better. And we have already successful. We have even chosen the days like Thursday, they showcase what they are doing. Those who are entrepreneurs, they showcase what they are doing. Then on Tuesday, those who are public speakers, they come and they talk to fellow colleagues. Even creations, those are songwriters, poem writers, these are artisans. They transform the message into let's say also creation drama actors. So in that they use that message to empower themselves. So this is where we have reached. So far we have a very big number, especially across the country. Only that the challenge that is happening is that most of them are still having challenges of data. In fact, they would have even had like 200 of them. They have challenges of data, phones, but we are trying to catch up, as you have said. This is a better time. We cannot, as you know, Focus Youth Forum, we have not always dwelled on challenges. For us, we have moved, even when things look to be difficult, for us, we have believed in ourselves and we have moved. And I'm glad for you to have accepted this invitation and to come and share with these young girls, because this is the future where we are standing. And I'm requesting you for more your time and even where possible, resources so that we can build this and it becomes a very great thing for the nation tomorrow. I thank you so much for turning up, and every members who have really sacrificed their ritual data. I know you are in a lockdown, you don't have money to, you are not working, but you are managed to put the ritual data to be online. It's very great and shows how passionate you are in order to grow. So I thank you so much, and I hand it back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, our advisor, Mr. Kaikara. We once again want to thank our today's guests for having created time from their very busy schedules. I want to thank you, General Elly Tumwine, for being with us today. We cannot take this time for granted. We cannot. Thank you for the support you have for a girl child, for a Ugandan girl, for all the girls out there, for the gender at large. I want to also thank Dr. Ruth Nzika for also creating time. These are, like, to you all participants, these are very busy people. And when we get them on board like this, we really have to thank God they are here. And being that we are young girls, we expect a lot from the old people. And when they give us time, we really have nothing else but to listen, take what they tell us. Hopefully each one of you had a pen and a paper throughout the session to write some of these things, because I am sure you will not remember all of them if you do not at least note what you have learned or what you find so important. Everything is important. So if anyone did not have a pen or a paper anywhere, I beg that you do not do that mistake again. This next time, have something to write, because we are trying to send a message out there, but we shall not reach everyone. But if you have this message and you tell a friend is going to tell a friend, and that way we shall see how to progress, and we shall be successful and get to where we want to be. Like Belinda told you before, we are targeting 10,000 girls, and apparently we have 5,000, but that is a promising number. We are going to get there. We want to cover the whole of Uganda, and with your help, if you get this message and you're in Zulu, you will help us. Let all your people around know about Uganda Gala, someone in Imbara will do the same, someone in Karamoja will do the same. And that way we are going to expand and hit our target and make sure these girls out here are helped. And for the opportunities, I still have to get back to one you asked about opportunities. I think you have taken time to hear this and understand. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. We are almost getting to the closing time, but the problem is that our president's network is not okay. I will invite our vice president, who is going to invite our advisor, Uganda Gala, and the executive director to give us the closing remarks, and then we shall close.
Sorry to interrupt, Patricia. I was requesting that if anyone has any question or anything would like to ask the general, maybe you could give them a chance, and then they can ask him when he's still online. Then we can close. We can move very fast.
All right, then. Yeah, let's see those
put your hand up. Put your hand up very fast, and then you ask. There is no one.
If anyone wants to ask something or they want to raise a concern, let's see you raise your hand.
Yeah, otherwise, I wish you also to have reminded him that the club has a radio program every Sunday at 2 p.m. with Kampala FM, where you go and teach other young girls through radio program. We have done an arrangement with the radio, and we are able to give there some small airtime, and then you go and empower those young girls who are not able to have WhatsApp or to be on a platform like this. So maybe
thank you so much, advisor, for that reminder. We as the Uganda Gala Club, like he was trying to remind me, we always have a radio talk show on Kampala FM every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And we are not targeting on being only on Kampala FM, because it is not going to reach everyone out there. So we are here, since it is still a voluntary organization. We pray and ask that anyone can help out there. We would want to reach more radio stations, more TV stations. We are actually looking forward to having a TV show next week. And we want to have more TV shows, more radio shows that are going to help us send the message out there to every girl that needs to hear it. So, and another thing, we are soliciting funds. We have a fundraising that we are focusing on. We want to help some girls out there about their health. We are soliciting money to get them sanitary pads as we plan on our big achievement that we are going to work on with time, which the advisor is going to have a plan where we can make these pads for the girls, because we believe that if we buy them 1,000 and have to offer them to the girls at only 1,000 or a little more, they're going to be helped, but that will not stop the problem we are trying to solve. It is just going to reduce. So if we have a plan in time to come, it's going to be something that will help for where we may be. So with that, let me call the my co-host and our Vice President, Melinda, to give a little small speech in 1 minute, and then invite our Executive Director to close the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, our Communications Director, Praise Patricia. But before I see Mr. Cyrus Namanya with injuries, we know could Mr. and
Hello everyone, thanks for the meeting. I am Paul. I just got the information from my friend inviting other friends. So like I have to join and listen to you, and thanks for the message. Our professor, we thank you. I'm just inquiring if also boys can join and give like charity and something of that kind. Is it possible?
Thank you so much, Cyrus. I think the Vice President should answer that question.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. But since praise seems to pass to me, I'd like to also pass it on to our.
Belinda, your network is a little bit unstable. Okay, as the question has been forwarded to our advisor, I think I should let him answer.
Okay, thank you so much, dear ladies, for this wonderful time and organizing this together to make sure that this message changes the lives of young people. And let me start with the question Cyrus has asked. Yes, we are working more tirelessly now to put up a platform for the boys, and then so that we can as well keep sharing and comparing the notes. We need to see how we need to see the potentials of boys, and then if you really dedicated and you are willing to spearhead it, you can always get in touch with me and then we plan about it. But for this club, we are giving a chance to the young girls for them to come in and fully exhibit their potentials, because they have a lot of potentials. Sometimes they hide them, but when they are together, they really bring out those potentials. So, but this is something we're also looking at for the boys, so that a platform like this, when we have Zoom meetings, then we can always see and do brainstorming together. So we can take the conversation further, Cyrus, from that. Otherwise, I think I should give I should give another chance to other person to ask. Ajira Binunji, I see the hand is up.
You can unmute yourself, Birunji.
Thank you so much, our moderator and advisor. First of all, I am so grateful to our general that has spared part of his time from his busy schedule to come and speak to us. We are really so grateful and we look up to you. My question is, in this time of the lockdown, when we are really working so hard to build our dreams, there's a lot of setback because of the lockdown. Easily grab what we really want. I mean, if you really want to speak to people, you cannot have crowds to speak to and talk to because we are in the lockdown. If you want to start up a business, or that is where your passion lies, you cannot really catch that one because it is in the lockdown. So we're inquiring, how can we address the issue of the pandemic in grabbing our dreams? Yeah, thank you.
Asking this question to Honorable General Elly Tumwine, I need to know.
Birunji, who is your question directed to? We are trying to ask if it is if you have a specific person you are directing it to, like one person
Directed to Jen.
You want me to answer that question?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir. The
Yes,
question is
Janet, you can go on.
Yes, you know, the lockdown is in the heads. The lockdown in the people's heads. I want you to be liberated of the lockdown in your head and find so many possibilities that are available. Unlock the lockdown, because the rest of life is continuing. Even there are possibilities like this one. Look for the possibilities that are available. Don't carry the lockdown in your head. Unlock the head. Unlock the spirit of lockdown, and you overcome.
I think there is a problem with the general network.
As I've told you, it's not possible. It's difficult. There is a lockdown. Unlock it. That's what I can share with you. Unlock your minds and you enjoy your life. One of my songs is live your dream and enjoy your life. Oh, it's not going well. Hello?
You're not getting me? Your network is breaking.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're now audible. Thank you so much.
Okay, I was just saying, remove the lockdown in your heads. That's the summary I can say. Lockdown is there. Look for opportunities that unlock your head and unlock your environment and unlock the challenges that you face. That is the only message I can say. Let lockdown break the lockdown. Let lockdown lock you down. That's what I can share with you. And it summarizes many other things. Once you unblock your mind, the rest is possible. Thank you if that was audible.
Yeah, thank you so much, General Elly. The end of it was audible. I hope Ajira Birungi, you have gotten the answer to your question. I think you have been answered. Is there anyone else that wants to raise a question or a concern?
Someone called Mike had risen their hand.
Mike, if you're still around, you can unmute yourself and raise your concern. I don't seem to find him.
Okay, guys, I think I can give the closing remarks, because I think the time for Zoom is almost closing. I don't want it to cut us off. First of all, I would like to encourage each and everyone here to go out and talk to your friends, talk to our brothers, sisters. Let them know that there is a club which cares about them. We have very many mentors on whom we are having to share with you. We want them to mentor, if possible. We have a plan of grouping like five members, and then we give them to a mentor. So that you can be easily you can easily contact that mentor, and then you already share with the mentor, and you're ready to ask, you're ready to understand. Because the future, like Honorable General Tumwine always say, he has taught us one thing: the future belongs to the organized. If you can't get organized now, it might be very difficult for you to realize the future. Two is that if you don't know where you are coming from and where you are going, where you are now, you might not know probably where you will end. So this is we are trying to organize. We are trying to organize everyone here, everyone here in your communities, such that you, as people who have at least achieved a level of education, you can help your community to attain, because the world is transiting from analog to digital. So you can be the lead change into your community, into your family. So let's work together And I'm sure, and I'm 100% sure that, of course, we started with Honorable General Elly Tumwine in 2016. I have been with him, and he has been with us. Even when we invite him, he can sacrifice his time. He's a very busy person. He's a person who would not be sparing time for us up to this time. And it is because of the love he has for the young people. Utilize this chance, utilize this opportunity. Don't come to the and take it for granted, because chances can get over, can get done. And I don't want you to miss people like Honorable General Elly Tumwine when they are still with us, because we might not get another chance. And I'm telling you, this is where the future is. And maybe if our patron, Honorable General Elly Tumwine, has the last message for the young people, then we close. I will be appreciative. Thank you so much.
Well, I cannot fail to find a last message, a good message, a wonderful message that God loves you, first and foremost. Love yourself, love others, and the rest will be enjoyable. Uganda and Ugandan people, enjoy yourselves, my dear guys. God bless you. God bless you. Take care of yourselves and enjoy your life.
Okay, thank you so much, our patron. We are really, really, really appreciative. And I wish to say, I wish you all the best. Take care. Make sure you observe SOPs wherever you work, because COVID-19 is still around. We need you. You need to go back to school. Most of you have received your results, Senior 6 results, others are at the university, others are graduates. So this is the future. You are the one who has the future of Uganda. So let's work together, make sure that we make a difference in Uganda. Don't be part of those ones, government to Yambe. Don't be part of the problem creators, be part of the problem solvers. Because that is what we mean at Focus Youth Forum. And that's why we created Uganda Club. Pay attention to you. Thank you so much, and I wish you the best.
Thank you so much, our advisor. In a special way, as we are going to close this, we are going to close the Zoom meeting. I want to thank everyone who has attended, and I pray that you keep the spirit. Invite all those girls out there and let them know that it is here that they are going to find opportunities. Let them join. I have left my number. Belinda, the Vice President, has left the number. You can reach out for us, and we are going to help you. You can reach out on our platforms on Instagram, Uganda Gala Club, Twitter, Uganda Gala Club, Facebook, Uganda Gala Club. When you send a message there, you will be helped immediately. Thank you so much for attending. And I pray that all the guys here, the men that have joined us, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your neighbor who is a girl that Uganda Gala is here for them and is willing to help in any way. Thank you so much. I think our advice, this is the time we can end the meeting. I do not know what you think.